That's very nice.
Armando, here, I got you.
Armando.
Go to the public room.
Where is Armando?
And join at top of.
Oh, look at that shirt. This looks so hot, don't it?
I know. You see my new one?
I like Eric's too. Eric's came out good. I'm gonna make a big one with the big,
most
token on
comfortable
it.
shirt I own. Next to the kids' customs, man. Most comfortable one.
I got a couple more things I got to put up this week.
Nice stuff.
I stickered up all of Chicago this weekend. Oh my God, I probably went through at least 200 stickers.
Nice.
Gave them out.
Yo.
And I'm gonna do Jonah's idea with the ORE boys, the War Boys, but the ORE boys. I'm gonna make that happen.
Yeah.
I just watched.
Yeah.
I just watched Mad Max just now.
Now people can hear me. I'm talking to myself.
We can hear that, but
All right. So, everybody, mute yourselves, please. All right, thank you. All right, welcome to the ORE system. All right, so this is our first official meeting. This is our first official intro to everyone that has since joined the Telegram group over the last weekend. I want to say hello and thank you for joining. It's been quite insane. We've had a hell of a lot more excitement going on in the course of the last weekend than any of us really anticipated. As many of you have known or were made known, we have planning going on over the course of the next 2 weeks here that we didn't really anticipate this much jump on early on in the coin. So first things first, let me introduce everybody. I myself am Nick Donarski. I am the founder of the ORE system. Then we also have Lucas Hamrick here. He is our COO, or CEO, excuse me. We have Eric Cooper. He is our COO. We have Jonah Havel, who is the Director of Technical Services. Then we have Sean Pites, who is our VP. And then we have James Ganez, who is our Director of Marketing. And somewhere around here, hopefully joining us in the video, is Armando. So Armando is our Director of Program Management. There we go. There he is. All right. So first and foremost, all of the lawyers I will say this every time that I jump on here, and this is to make sure that everyone is very clear about what the ORE token is. So let me reiterate this from the legals. All right, so the ORE token is not a security. The ORE token is not a stock. It is a video game token and used for in-game purchases in ORE-supported websites, video games, and the ORE Forge and NFT Marketplace. No ownership guarantees a percentage of any ownership of the ORE group, any video games, content, media productions, or other until options are extended. The ORE Group is a privately owned and operating organization that utilizes blockchain technologies and provides real-world value to the intrinsic video game currency. As such, please ensure you approach the ORE token at your own discretion. Okay, so what that means, right, is that we are developing the ORE token for use in video games. It has value. It will be traded like other cryptocurrencies, but we have a real application. So the goal of the ORE token really is to not only give gamers the ability to have access to valuations, cross-game compatibility with the token and in-game currencies and all the rest, but unlike Call of Duty points, unlike WoW Gold, unlike all of that stuff, you have the ability to actually sell it back. You can get out of a game if you choose to. Combine that with the NFTs and ownership of trademarked or licensed items and things like that. There's just a lot of cool stuff coming down the line. So first things and foremost, we got a lot of questions of this. Are we an Xbox partner? Yes, we are an Xbox partner. We are an ID at Xbox and a Xbox Live creator partner. What does that mean? That does not mean that Xbox is handing us piles of cash. to make all of this happen. At this stage, we are able to say that we are an Xbox partner. We are going to release the first crypto wallet on Xbox with our Osiris protocol release. It's already been worked out and in line with Windows 10, or excuse me, Xbox Live. It'll support Windows 10 and it'll be on Xbox. So we've already got that in the lines. We're going to be pushing that out, more trailers and more goodies that'll be coming down and all kinds of stuff like that. So yes, we are an Xbox partner. Then we have Unity and we have Unreal. Are we Unreal and are we Unity partners? Yes, we are Unity and Unreal partners. We have marketplaces already in alignment. We have deals with Unity and Unreal, and the same kind of deal. Until we actually come out, we push all the SDK, we get the Forge up. It's just as good as basically, hey, we get the access to the logos. Once we get the Forge up, we have a number of different marketing deals that as long as we're successful, we get a good user base, we build this whole thing out, that we have the opportunity to get advertising, further advertising, front page market space, a whole 9 yards on side of Unity. With Unity, right, then we have access to further advertising and such with Xbox. How did we get Xbox? Oh my God, okay. This is not a crazy thing. I have been a Microsoft partner since 2003. I got my Microsoft Certified System Engineer back in 2003. I have been a game developer for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years, quote unquote, probably longer than that. If you go back to the very first game I ever wrote was in 1986 on an Apple IIe, completely in BASIC. So I don't know where you want to call game development as a start, but I've been doing this forever. So a little bit of background about myself. I've been in information security for 22 years, starting in '99. I've worked with a lot of different organizations, big organizations. I was a founding member of Hewlett-Packard Shadow Labs, which is their hacker team. I've been part of Rapid7, been around the industry forever. I've done conferences, trainings around the world, the whole 9 yards. And at the core, I always said that I didn't want to retire from information security, right? I want to retire from the video game industry. So that is where we are at, right? Now let's actually understand kind of the ORE system, all right? So the ORE system really is made up of the 3 triangle parts. The Forge, okay, which will be launching on October 3rd, is our NFT Marketplace. This is the NFT Marketplace, and unlike OpenSea and unlike Rarible, we went specifically with only an ERC 1155 contract. And the reason that we did that is because even if individual non-fungible tokens are generated, a one-of-one value, that's all that exists, it will still actually have an item number off of the primary contract. And then you get a value, a balance, and things like that. So the goal of it, right, is to have the Forge where gamers can come on and they can buy, they can sell, and interact with all of the in-game items. Now they are able to buy that stuff on the Forge and take it to multiple games. So down the line, if we end up working with like Raven Games, who is actually local to us right here in Wisconsin, ends up integrating the ORE SDK, and it ends up in Call of Duty. And then, down the line, another vendor, say Candy Crush, right, decides that they want to integrate the ORE SDK. Completely different game genres. You can still use the ORE token as that in-game currency within each one of those, simply by using the ORE SDK. So it's all about that cohesive, integrated, fundamental piece of, if the gamers want to use it, if the gamers want to buy it, if the gamers want to sell it, and they want to trade it, right, then we provide that asset to the developer. And then you also have the token. The token itself, right, is not only a backed token, a crypto token, but it's also being directly used for that in-game currency. So anyone that is on, on the holder's end, right, is going to get all of those transaction fees from the in-game transaction. So if we look at the market space, there's 3.29 billion gamers in the world, not counting crypto people, gamers specifically. And then there's also a 123.9, I think it was. Somebody can quote me on that, but $123.9 billion industry of the video game segment, and not one of them is bringing crypto into, or blockchain into the forefront. So how did we get started? Well, I just wanted to make a video game with NFTs in it, and nobody had an option. So I went down the line of looking at Engine. I still own Engine Coin. I have access to the JumpNet, or had access to the closed JumpNet beta, the whole 9 yards. It just didn't function to what I would think would scale, right? Users, gamers, kids, adults, whatever it is. The fact that you would have to go on, buy Ethereum, then convert to ENJ, then to JENJ, the conversion fees, the gas fees, everything else to just use that system, and you haven't even gotten NFTs yet. It was just too clunky. It was too slow. It was expensive. It was cumbersome. So the next thing was to look, okay, well, who out there had something that might work, right? Well, I looked at Mocktail. And Mocktail was the first ERC 1155 on BSC, and they just really didn't do anything with the project. There was nothing that came out of it. And then there was a couple of other ones out there that were, kind of the NFT focus, but they didn't come to the market ready to go, right? Most of them launched that token and was waiting for the token to actually hit the price to then invest in ads or into their CertTech audit or whatever it might be. They didn't come into it and, kind of looking at this as an organization or a business first. They looked at it, well, we can make some quick cash on crypto, and they launched, and most of them ended up being rug pulls. So we, on the other hand, are coming at it the completely opposite way. We are a video game software company using the bleeding edge blockchain technology. So let's take a look here, right? So the ORE Forge, okay, is really going to be that interface for content creators. It's going to be a place where we're actually working with other providers. So we're talking about vendors and named trademark items, right? So our goal is to get some of those vendors, those trademarked items, to have the NFT items on the store. These could be things like tactical gear for those that like to play first-person shooters. If we can get somebody like 511 tactical gear, you can take your 511 pants between Call of Duty to Breakpoint to whatever other game that would support the SDK, right? So by bringing those trademark and those licensed vendors into the Forge, we then offer those license rights to both the gamer as well as to the developer. So the gamer can come on and buy that license from, say, 511, or the developer can come on and buy that license for, say, 511. If the gamer buys that license, the developer can still put items that are associated to those things in their game. They can still support 511 in their game, right? But only those owners of that NFT item will actually be able to use it because they have the license. Same thing for musicians, right? We have two musicians with us tonight. We've got Eric and we've got Jimmy, professional musicians out there actively, touring and all that. No longer is it the day where they sell a CD, right? And they only get the residual or the royalties from Walmart or whatever that primary sale of that item is. Whether it's on iTunes or whether it's on at Walmart. The artist only sees the royalties from that first sale. Every other sale from that, from me taking my CD and going to Disco Round and selling it for $10, and then them selling it for another $5, and then for somebody else buying it at a garage sale for $2. The royalty functionality within the NFTs allows that creator to continue to gain those royalties from the musicians to the vendors to the developers to the owner of the NFT. So it really is the place for trading, buying, and selling of the in-game items on the Forge. It also has the interface for our developers to actually access that and mint and create their items as well. So the next part, really kind of, the goals, the future, the marketing, everything else that goes along with this. So first now, I would like to welcome everyone. This is our Dubuque office here. We just moved in. I will be posting more pictures up. I want to, send a big shout out and a thank you to DePaco Credit Union here in Dubuque. They did help us out here, getting us all set up. So we are a software company. We are privately funded. We are an organization that's actually looking to get games built, get the software development built, and all the rest. So to help support that, okay, not one of us on this call is a professional marketer. No one of us expects to be out there doing it. So what we have found in our corporate experience is when we don't know something, we pay someone that does. So that being said, we brought in so that would be the VP up there, the nice, attaboy signals. That's right. We've seen corporations. I've seen technical systems fail consistently because they try to cut corners and they try to do it in-house. They try to do it half-assed. Okay, our goal is not to do this half-assed. Our goal is not to cut corners or to not produce or at the expected level that everyone is operating at. So our goal is 100% to get this organization to ring that New York Stock Exchange bell. Okay, that is the goal. All right, we want to take the community with us. Okay, that being said, and before I state this next part, I'll read legal again so that I don't get yelled at. The ORE token is not a security. The ORE token is not a stock. It is a video game token and used for in-game purchases in ORE supported websites, video games, and the ORE Forge NFT Marketplace. No ownership guarantees a percentage of an ownership of the ORE group, any video games, content, media, productions, or other until options are extended. The ORE Group is a privately owned and operating organization that utilizes blockchain technologies and provides real-world value to the intrinsic video game currency. As such, please ensure you approach the ORE token at your own discretion. All right. So, that being said, the goal is not to leave the community behind, right? We want to support the token. We want to support the community. The SDK, okay, will be out on the market, the Unity Asset Store and the Unreal Marketplace completely for free. Developers will have access to the SDK completely for free. They will be able to integrate it into Android, iOS, Linux, PC, and Xbox games, all with the same code supported by the engines, okay? Integrate the ORE SDK, import it from the store, and you're able to call the ORE as an in-game item, okay? The next part of that is that because we want to take this public, we want to, again, support the community. So upon the time we do that, we are where applicable and where legal and all of that kind of stuff, right? Under the qualifications that the lawyers that are sitting off camera we'll make sure that it goes in place. The 5 longest holders will be offered stock options along as the top 10, what are we at? Are we at top 10 or are we at top 100? What are we at here? 100, there you go. Thank you, Jonah. So the top 100 addresses will all be offered some sort of stock option in the process of when we do get the option of going public. So up until then, until those options go out, until you are a part of the IPO, until all of that kind of stuff happens, The ORE system is a privately funded organization. We have taken no outside funding. We are completely 100% privately owned, funded, operated, from everything from our telephones to our receptionist to our beautiful new office here in Dubuque. We are 100% privately owned. All right, so some more future stuff. All right, so right now we are focusing on getting all of our offices ready. We have obviously the Dubuque one behind us. We have Florida going up. I believe it's going online sometime this week. Texas is right around the corner. So we will have a large footprint across the United States to help support getting out there and actually interacting with the game developers. ORE Forge. The ORE Forge will be online on October 3rd. So hold on to some of those ORE tokens. All of the purchases, buying, selling, and all the rest is all based on the ORE tokens there. So make sure that you've got some tokens to get your goodies. When the CMC and CG listing are finalized, we will be accepting ORE tokens to purchase swag on the ORE shop. That is right. Okay, ORE tokens, you can trade your ORE tokens in, and you can get t-shirts, you can get all kinds of other stuff. And then those tokens are actually going to be put aside, go back into circulation, and then made readily back available to the population. So we want to make sure that we're always supporting the token. We from adding LP, continually adding LP, to actually making sure that we break down barriers in just the simple fact of getting tokens. So make sure that you get up on the website. Once we launch that, you'll be able to actually, like I said, trade your ORE tokens for some t-shirts and swag, stickers, the whole 9 yards. So we are targeting a very stringent hardware. Whoa, I don't know what I wrote there. We are targeting a very stringent hard wall of maintaining the ORE token as a video game currency, okay? And as such, we're looking to target similar real-world markets, right? We want to actually have ORE token cards sitting next to the Xbox cards and the Panera gift cards at the local Walmart, right? We want to actually make it so that you can buy tokens for much easier than having to go through all the pancake swap and all the rest. Because of this, right, this is why we are directly clarifying that the ORE token is not a security, it is not a stock, okay? It is an in-game token. It has real-world value, and it will be dictated in the trades and everything. So if you ever do want to get out, you have the option. What else do we have? We are working through our active marketing plan. We have a lot of Zoom meetings that are filling up the various different schedules this week. We just got off a call with our esports and influencer organization. We've got, kind of our plan was to really, go live on the 3rd. So we're pushing up our time scales a little bit here as we've had a lot of jump in super early here. So we brought a professional Telegram management team in to monitor and maintain the channel. Most is set, mods, etc., or requests, all the rest. They don't go through me. Don't ask me. I don't run the chat. The chat is run by our Telegram management team. So we want to make sure that we have no hate, not an aggressive area. Telegram in the past has notoriously gone downhill for many groups. So if it ever does go downhill, we reserve the right to kill the Telegram group. We are old school. Email us, call us. We have a phone number. We have offices. Come and visit us. Send us an email, whatever. But Telegram, as historically speaking, has a tendency to potentially get hostile. So we will not have that in the community. We want to make sure that we are supporting a good community that supports, gamers from all over the world, gamers from all walks of life, gamers from all age groups. So the next part, if you would like to contact the team, please reach out via email. We have offices, we have an office line. Be professional, and we will reach out like normal humans. Our office hours, okay, are 9 a.m. in the morning until 6 p.m. at night, U.S. Central Time, okay? We all are normal people. We do not live in Telegram. We do not live online, and we all have families at home. So we do this professionally. We are a organization, and just like any organization, at the end of the day, we like to go home, spend time with our family, our children, our significant others, eat food, and all the rest. So that being said, please be aware that our office hours are notated on the website, and feel free to reach out at any moment in time. Osiris Protocol. So Osiris Protocol is a first-person shooter video game, multiplayer online, that will be cross-support between PC, Linux, and Xbox. This will be our proof of concept, okay? That we are utilizing this to make sure that as we start to talk to developers and we are talking to Xbox, Unity, Unreal, all the rest, we have something to show them. So on top of that, you will get to play it. So it will be an online first-person shooter. We've got, I want to say that there's like 8 maps or something baked into it right now. Once the Forge comes online and the SDK and the Forge are seamless, you'll be able to, as a developer, you can go into Unity or Unreal, pull that in, and then you'll be able to access the ORE token as well as accessing the ORE Forge. This will also be, like I said before, the very first crypto wallet on Xbox when we release. We have already talked to Xbox, we have already talked to Microsoft, we have already talked to all of these organizations, and they are super excited about this project as well. Like I said before, until we have actually something to put out to the public, the partnership is as good as the logo. Let's see, one more final thing, and then I will open it up for a couple of questions. So gaming in general, the tokenomics and games, the tokenomics are baked in. They're a low tokenomic. It's 8%. If you look at a lot of the other tokens that came out, over the course of the last couple of months, there's been a bunch of crazy percentages and buys and sells and all the rest. Honestly, we're going to see ours in volume. Because once the game trades start happening, in-game purchases and all the rest, and it's all using the same token, none of this, the NFT is backed by one token, and you trade another token, you buy another token, and all the rest, none of that bullshit, right? It's literally just the ORE token and the ORE SDK and the ORE NFT Marketplace, or excuse me, the Forge. So that being said, I covered 28 minutes of our time. I gave my team not a moment here to speak up, but we will open this up for a few minutes here for questions. We will, jump off here in just a couple of minutes, so we will take a couple of questions.
Can I just ask clarify the team tokens not being locked for 90 days? Obviously, there's not much you can do, but tell us that you'll relock them. Is what happened there?
Sure. So on, I believe it's Thursday night. I think we're in countdown for 3 days or something. So that was me. When I put the very first lock up there, I wanted to make sure that they were going to work right, and I figured I would put the dev tokens at risk of loss. And when I did it, I refreshed the page, and it reset the bottom number to 7, and I didn't notice it until I had already clicked submit. So basically, it's only 7 days, and it will be relocked before the Forge goes online October 3rd. As soon as it comes up, everybody will put a notice out onto Telegram, and it'll be in the same spot. But it'll be relocked for the full 90 days once again, as opposed to, so it'll end up being 97 days instead of 9 total days. Anybody else?
Questions. If there's no questions, I want to shout out to Sina that hopped on our video chat for a while. Thank you, sir.
All right, well, I really appreciate everybody joining us for this first crazy intro. Okay, just wanted to team. You guys get the last minute. I know it's me. I only give up so much. Get some words and say hello to the fans, the whole 9 yards.
We have really cool swag on the site, and this is probably one of the more high-end quality water containers, water bottles I've ever owned. And just
As
want
you
to
can tell,
shout
Eric
out.
runs advertising and marketing.
Yeah. Hey, we're here for a reason. We wanted to be in this space because we live in this space. So please help us be good stewards of the gaming and developmental community. You know, help us grow. That's all we're asking.
Sean?
Hey guys,
Yep.
go
No,
Sean.
go.
Mute.
Sean, I can't hear you.
Not mute, Sean.
Like Nick said, we're normal people. We're not, rug pullers out there to, make a buck and run away. This is for the community. We got the community in mind. That's the gaming community and also the community at large. So I'll just keep it simple and say we're here to do good stuff, and we hope you come along and join us.
Absolutely. Well said.
Ditto that.
All I have to say is this is the coolest thing I've ever been a part of. I'm grateful to be a part of this. I'm grateful for all of you, and let's make some fucking video games.
Absolutely.
Yeah, baby. All right. Thank you, everybody. And we will catch you on the flip side.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you guys for being here.
Okay.